to give all of y'all, I'm gonna need to be plugged in.
I know, but just right now.
Okay. So I wanted to just cover some of this to get you guys, you know, saying some of the, a little bit of knowledge. You didn't have the experience of being up in that cabin and up in Gatlinburg and everything, and you were sick, and you got not feeling good and left your heart.
And I was on a cruise, it was just terrible.
I know.
I was getting on my husband ever since it's been like, we can get down that 38 challenge. Oh, it's 38 challenge. We can figure that out.
Oh, that's good.
Like,
That's
you need to
funny.
figure that out.
Isn't that funny how I do that? Dad will text Mom and I. He'll be upstairs and he'll text us when we're down here and be like, hey, come upstairs, we're having a meeting. We're like, oh, are we?
One thing I am gonna do, and I don't know if we'll do it in these next couple of weeks just because it's so close to Christmas and getting it, but I don't know, maybe you might, because it might be a good time just to, because there's so many people out, you know, but I do think what I want to do is get some of the guys out and just go out blitzing and come with me and we'll just go out there and blitz.
Guys or us?
Yes, no, guys.
Guys,
Why us?
No, you guys are going your own.
me and Mom will take you.
I like
But I
that.
just think it might help them to get out of that comfort zone a little bit and just, you know, share it. And the one thing that I was in Gallatin a week or so ago, talking to a guy and trying to help his wife, you know, so I'm talking to him and he said, I just don't know if I can hand a card to someone, you know, it's just, I don't know, I'm like scared or whatever. And I said, man, it's real easy. And so by the time the waitress comes back, and I told Katie heard this thing, but I told, it's when the waitress come up to me, I said, look, I said, can I just ask you a question real quick? And she said, well, yeah. I said, we sort of got a little bet going on here. I said, have you ever heard of It Works? And she said, no. I said, well, it's a body wrap, it tightens, tones, and firms in 45 minutes. She said, well, I'm not sure. And I said, see there? I told you. And I sort of told that guy, I said, see, she hadn't heard of it. Well, even if she would have heard of it, he said, oh yeah, I've heard of it. I would have told him the same thing. You know, that just got that conversation open. And then what did I do? I handed her a closing card. I said, here's my card, here's what we do. And it's just that easy. And what I told him after she left is that if Melinda sold real estate, I would hand a card to someone saying, hey, if you're ever in the need of real estate, you know, a house, my wife sold real estate. Okay, we would do that and we wouldn't probably think much about it. Or if you're sitting in a conversation with someone at work or at wherever, and anything about buying a house got brought up, you're going to throw your card out there, you know. And we hear it all day long about not making enough money, tired of this, doing that, and everything else. But as guys, we wouldn't hand them our wife's card because I'm guilty of it. But then first 2 or 3 years in Linda business, I didn't hand the card out, you know. And it probably wasn't that I was worried about it. I just, I don't know. It just seemed like I didn't do it. Okay. And now I kick myself because I wish I would have handed that card out a little bit more. Just say, hey, it's my wife's business. Here it is. And so I think I want to try to do that for some of the guys, get them out and we'll go blitzing and just, you know, see if we can get them to help start handing some cards out. Because we're going to see towards the end of this here, we did it on Saturday night up in the cabin. A lot of it is honestly the people that win in this business nowadays, the people that win in this are the people that's doing exactly what Katie's doing right now. Just messaging and on it. And he who messages the most is going to wind up winning. Okay.
He who messages and rap.
He who messages
Don't
and
forget about rapping.
it's sort of just like Michael said today. Why is that? Oh, you got your blood. You know, the bottom line it always goes back to is to blitz, rap, and repeat. And if you're blitzing, rap, and repeating, then you can run. Are we ready to get started?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is are they going to be able to see when I turn this video on?
I don't think so.
Huh?
No.
So
Was the camera on him right now?
Yeah.
Can you not point it towards the TV or no? Because he's going to play it from the computer.
Yeah.
well, maybe we'll just do with that and we'll play it after the end. We'll just do that.
do it.
Huh?
Just go ahead and do it.
Well, they're going to still be on?
Yeah, they'll still be there. We'll just be
They'll
probably
hear it,
seeing.
they might hear it.
Yeah, they might hear it.
Okay, well, let's just try it, because I think that's powerful. Let's start that with that, okay? And if they can't hear it, then they'll,
It's like a YouTube thing.
how do I shrink this?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Stay on there. Shrink you there. Okay, sweetie, I need your help. I don't know.
Right there.
Right here?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And go to the top. Up, yeah. Move it up.
Right there.
No, make it through.
Yeah. Okay, and then can I go back and pull them back up on here or not? No.
There.
Okay, y'all just gonna have to listen to this here. You won't be able to see it, but here we go. We're gonna try this.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You're nobody. It's gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you get. And keep moving forward. And keep moving forward. And something else will take its place. If I laugh, however, it will last forever.
Margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too late or too early, you don't quite make it. One half second too fast, you don't quite catch it. The agents we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.
Better dream. You gotta protect it. Someone said it's the or something. Don't get it.
Don't be afraid to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions.
Are both usually right. And most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it. I don't want it. You don't want it bad and you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. You also don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Our deepest fear is not that we are. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not darkness, that most frightens us.
Ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy they sound to you.
Right? Just who you're going to be, how you're going to just decide.
Why not? Why can't I be the MVP See why can't I do that?
What did you say to the kid? We can stay here and the kid kicked out of us. Or we can find our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. To be influenced, to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Most of you won't be successful because when you study it and you get tired, you quit. I don't do well and bad. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good at writing. Have you never written before? It's only developed by
making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time.
I'm trying to give up, I'm trying to keep going. I'm trying to quit. Come on, let's get paid. Come on, let's try to get it more fun. Now, if you know what you want, like that what you want, but you gotta be willing to take that hit. Cowards do that, they do. You're better than that.
How great I am. The kingdom of God is within man, not one man, but you all men, you, the people, the power to create machines, the power to create evidence, you the people have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure.
No, go down to the little Google Chrome, and click that, right.
There we go. Are we back on live then?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Has anybody seen that video? I know you guys have. Have y'all seen that? And the reason I play that, every day I listen to motivational videos. And even when I'm up there working in the office, I got to play that. And here's something he says from that. He says, it ain't how hard you get, it's how hard you get it, keep moving forward. We all get hit hard. Life hits, this business will hit. Pain's temporary. Okay, you got to move through that pain. Okay? If you have a dream, what do you got to do? Protect it. Because people are going to try to steal your dream. People are going to try to tell you it won't work. People are going to try to tell you that you can't get that. Okay? He who says they can and he who says they can are usually right. Isn't that just so true? It's just so true. True. And do you want it bad enough? Do y'all really want this bad enough? Do we want anything in life bad enough? And whatever we really want bad enough, we tend to try to go get it. Okay? She's out. It seems at times some of us are scared to succeed. Maybe not really scared to fail, but scared to succeed. Okay? And what makes you happy? These are just some words I've got off of there. What makes you happy? Okay? And you got to fight your way to success. You got to fight your way to success. Okay? A couple of things to build business and really make it come from just a part-time business career. Okay. Just like if you had an outside career somewhere, you would invest in yourself, training and knowledge, and you would grow, learn more about whatever profession, whatever career you're in. And that's what you got to do here. You got to invest in yourself. Read some books. Go to the conferences. Get on these conference calls. Get on Google Hangouts. Anything you can do, you need to be doing to help invest in yourself. 3 keys that I've used through all my whole business. Use these 3 keys. And this will build any business. Okay? And I'm going to show you how it applies to it works. The first is K, and K is knowledge. So K is knowledge, and that's getting information, that's getting on conference calls, that's any kind of knowledge that you can get. That's the first key to start any kind of business. If we were going to go start a next on station, we have to get the knowledge. Okay? S is strategy, and the strategy is the steps to success. We've already got it built in there for you. So it ain't like you're starting a whole new business out there somewhere and you got to figure out a strategy. You've got already the strategy here to build it with the steps to success. Now, where I put this into play is you got to have a strategy, though, every single day that's going to build your business. Okay, you just can't expect to wake up every morning and then all of a sudden this business gets built. People get in, they sign up, they pay their $99, and then they go sit home and they keep watching Love of My Life and keep their same life going, and they expect to make money. It's not going to happen. Okay, it just ain't going to happen. You gotta have the knowledge, you gotta have the strategy, okay? And you gotta know, okay, this is what I'm doing today. I'm gonna call this person, and this person, and this person, or whatever that strategy is, and then use the steps to success that's already in there, okay? That's proven for you. And then the last is E, and that's execute. You need to execute. You can have all the knowledge, you can have all the strategy that you want, but if you don't get out and execute it, you don't get out and start doing something, it's all irrelevant. We were in another networking business years and years ago with Blair and Melody, and we had one guy that's actually our sponsor. And I'm telling you what, as far as the knowledge and as far as strategizing and telling you all about it, this guy could tell you, but he never executed. We were the only ones he ever sponsored, okay? And so you gotta execute, you gotta get out there and execute. And you wanna immerse yourself with people like-minded. You wanna immerse yourself with It Works people, people that are entrepreneurs, people that are taking that risk and going out there, spending that extra time, okay? You don't wanna immerse yourself with, and I even hate to say it, but, you know, and they're not, people that are not that successful minded, they're 9 to 5, what are they doing, they're comfortable with that. And that's okay. But that's where if you don't want to be there, you got to get yourself outside of that. You want to merge yourself around other people, and then you want to be around the leaders. Anytime there's anything that your upline is having, you need to be there. You need to be there to grab that knowledge, okay? Who would like to be able to break a diamond every 120 days? And this is I'm sticking by this because I'm telling you, this is the key to building a diamond every 120 days. The key is I'm getting Melinda's sponsor tonight. She's signing up, okay? And before that she signs up, these are the questions that I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her, why are you starting an It Works business? Why are you starting an It Works business? Is it for more money, more time? You know, pay the house payment? Why are you starting this business? And I'm going to make her answer me, you know, I want more money. If she just says more money, I'm going to try to elaborate on it a little bit. I'm going to try to say, well, is it, you know, do you want to pay the house payment? What are you going to do with that 500? Or what are you going to do with that 1,000? Okay? Because I want to get that at her a little bit. Okay? The next question I'm going to ask her is, how serious are you about making this 500 to be able to stay home with the kids or pay the house payment? How serious are you about doing this? Okay? How fast do you want to go? This is the key. This is the key question here. How fast do you want to go? And I'm going to ask her, do you want to take 2 or 3 years? Or do you want to do it in 30, 60, 90 days? And however she answers that is where I'm going to go with this next. She answers me, she wants to take 2 or 3 years, that's fine. I'm going to say, that's great. If she answers me, she wants to do 30, 60 days, that's great. Okay? Because then I'm going to ask her, how much time can you devote to your business? On a weekly and a monthly basis, how much time can you devote to your business? If she tells me an hour a month, but then she told me she wanted to do it in 30 days, I'm going to tell her when it's not okay? But the next question I'm going to ask her is, are you willing to sacrifice something to make more time to build your business? Them are the questions that I'm going to ask every brand new PT. And how they answer them is how now I know how to work with this person. It's just like a personal trainer at the gym. You go to that personal trainer at the gym, they assess you, they see what your goals are, they see where you want to go, they see how much weight you want to lose, how much muscle you want to lose, and they develop a program for you. That's what I just did with Melinda. After all these questions, I got she tells me she wants to do it in 360 minutes. I don't know, what is 30-day challenge? We want to get this done in the next 30, 60, 90 days. She's going to say, yeah. I'm going to say, here's what we're going to do. The very first thing is this, we're going to help them make a post. I'm not going to tell Linda, you make a post and talk about the business. I'm not going to do that. We're going to help them write that post and make that post.
And
Okay?
if you're on my team, we have one that we send
Well,
out.
you're saying we, are you saying us or you're saying you?
Who are
Whoever's
responsible?
responsible
Okay.
So if if I'm sponsoring Melinda,
for enroller.
I'm going to help her make that post. Even if she's far away, in person, whatever, I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to say, get your phone out and type this in. And word for word, like Lauren said, she's got some on there, we've got some Canon ones that I put out, that I've got from Chad, and Doree, and so
In our
just,
Dropbox, there's all kinds of.
Yeah, in the Dropbox, there's tons of ones, but my favorite opening one is the one like, I've got 5 openings for my 90-day challenge and see the list below. Because that does kind of, it's a good first post because people aren't, you know, free to just start saying, hey, fat fighters, they're gonna be like, what the heck are those? Or just, hey, join my 90-day challenge, they're not gonna know, but if you list out some stuff, I think it does kind of, it's good introductory for your followers. Yeah, list what odds are and the price, and then people can kind of gauge,
if that person has did a rap and had results, post that on there. I got, one, hey, amazing results, I had to share this with all my people on Facebook or in my phone. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it for myself. Who do you know that might want to have the same results? But you want to help them at the post. That's the post. We want to talk that from. No one saying, hey, what are you doing now? Or, hey, I didn't know you were doing that. Or, yeah, I'd be interested in a rap or whatever. We want to make sure that first post is good. Some of that first post when it's brand new, they're nervous about doing it anyway.
And they don't want to post at all.
You know?
We've got to help people with confidence.
Well, okay, and one thing that I will say really quickly that I've been doing that has been amazing for my new girls is getting them on a Google Hangout immediately if they're not local, and messaging people with them. Even if they are local, like I have one girl that's from, she is local, but she's from Spring Hill. So it's hard for us to get together all the time, but we get on a Google Hangout and just message people. And what I do is I get on my computer with the Google Hangout, and then I get on my phone and I pull up her Facebook and I go to her friends list and I just call out a name and she either messages them or says she's already messaged them and we follow up with them. And we just go down the list, her whole friends list, and then I do her cell phone and her contacts list. I literally said something the other day, like, just message all your people. And she goes, like, every single person on my friends list. And I was like, yes, like every single person on my friends list. I have like 1,000 friends. I'm like, every single person.
Then I guarantee you somebody else will be.
That's true. So the next thing we're going to do, to make that first post, we're going to have to get a piece of paper out. And we want you to write 100 people on that piece of paper. We're going to help them again, because again, if you say do it and don't help them, they won't write 100 people on there. How many of us got sponsored? When you very first got sponsored, wrote 100 people on a piece of paper? Well, that's awesome.
Because I've been out there never for me.
Yeah.
No, most people won't. They sort of think they, I know
Well, you think it's hard.
you know.
It's harder in your head sometimes. Like, you think it's going to be so hard, like, message someone, When really.
So once you get that list, you understand it. So that list is your inventory now. So now when you got that brand new person that does 2 or 3 people and they don't get in, they still got a whole bunch more people. Now they have more confidence, And one thing I tell them, I said, after we get the people on here, we want to get as many as we can. Because when you tell them, we want to get as many yeses as we can, not pressure on them. And if you don't want one person does it, and they don't get in, I'm no good at this.
Well, I want to do something for my team for sure with that.
So just tell them on that very first sign up, just tell them, hey, we want to get some no's. That takes the pressure off of them for when they do, because everybody's not going to know. Everybody's going to know them, okay? And so help them just take some no's. But you understand what you 5 or 6 inventory here, okay? And then over the next couple of days, keep reaching out. How many's on your list, Melinda? How many you got? You got 10? Let's okay. Let's start messaging your close friends, family, relatives, and let's get them over to your house next Tuesday night, whatever that, hopefully within 72 hours, okay? We're gonna get them over there, and we're gonna have a wrap party for you, and we're gonna get this thing launched. You know, we had a brand new girl of ours sign up just this past month. Linda gets her going. She had a launch party within that first, it was close to 72 hours. It was in the first 4 days. And she had 14 people over there. Out of the 14 people, she signed up at DT and got all 4 local customers in that one night. Now, do you think she's pumped up and ready to go? Now, if we hadn't did that launch party, and we just let her go out for the next, week or so, do you think maybe she'd have that result even by now? She might not have. Okay, because there was this excitement in that room there that night. Okay, and so everybody got excited. The girl that we sponsored made money, Melinda made money. I mean, we were rocking that night. Okay, so it's crucial. And I know some people say that, because there's so much on social media now that sometimes we've got away a little bit from some launch parties. But you got to do a launch party. You got to get that launch party started back. Again, even if you got to do a Google Hangout. So if you got someone in California that you get sponsored and they're not sure how to do one, tell them, hey, no big deal. We're going to do a Google Hangout. I'm going to be doing the demonstration of everything. You're just going to be sitting there just like you guys are right now. And we'll be rapping and doing it. Easy peasy. It is. It is. Okay, it's easy. So we're going to do that rap party for them. So we're going to do their launch party with their close friends and relatives. And then we're going to start their auto ship. It's critical to get the auto ship started. Don't even tell them right now about the 150. They'll learn about that a little bit down the road. Just tell them we got to get your auto started. We got to get your products, get them started on some of the boxes. If you've got a few samples, give them a few samples stuff before they start getting some orders and stuff in. Because you want to get excited about the products. Get excited about it, okay? And then we're going to start the steps to success. Just like that. That launch party, we want to get their 4 local customers on that launch party. And here's what you got to make sure you tell them. If they want 4 people there to sign up as local customers, how many do you think you're going to have to message? Somewhere in there. Yeah. It is. Because number one, people have things to do, people this, people that, they have this and that, and then some will tell you and they won't show up. So if they only invite 4, probably not have 4 there. Okay, unless they're just really good, like Melinda did when Melody was coming and reached out there and got 4 or 5 people over. Okay?
Well, and 2, I think that people just invite them. They just mass invite. They don't message them later and say, hey, I invited you. They just mass invite them. They don't know what it is. It's another rap party. Like I've said before, people do not log into Facebook every day thinking, oh my God, I hope this one invited to a rap party tonight because I can't wait to go and buy all of her raps. No. But I don't even say like, hey, I invited you to my rap party. I say, I messaged him about something else. I love your post you just did, whatever. Love your makeup, where did you get it? I love makeup, I used to be an esthetician. Well, hey girl, I sent you an invite to my event for tonight. The person who's the most active gets a free wrap if you'd like to join. Have you ever, heard of It Works or been to an event before? I don't even say like a rap party or this or that. It's like an event. It's a more professional thing. And, the person who's the most active gets a free wrap. Would you like to join? That way I personally made them feel like, hey, I invited you and I really would like for you to come. Instead of just a mass invite, hey, whatever. I just want you to buy my stuff.
I think that's how people are like, when somebody, first of all, even have their reps, online or otherwise, but then they invite like every person on my friends list, and I can tell you when I go to someone and I see that there's 300 of them invited, I'm like,
Yeah.
all you did was be like, here you go. And so I tell them, I'm like, just don't put every single message there. Like,
Yeah.
invite them.
Yeah.
Make it personal.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
Because most people do their events. I mean, this is right here. How people are checking their routine pages. I bet if I called 5 of my distributors right now, they'd be like, oh, I didn't know.
What meeting?
Really? Oh, well, okay.
One thing that I found that is like, okay, John Eric says, let's say for a comment, not just like comment on people's posts. Okay, so I'm trying to do that, trying to post. And my brain is going in so many different directions from what I do on Facebook. I will go to all the pages because like I do it for hours.
But what about money? You think that money would ever tell a cheerleader, oh my God, I'm not doing groups, too many groups. Too many groups, I'm can't meet your groups. You think she'll ever say that? So we have to be like that. We will be ambassadors, we will be black diamonds, we will have huge, we want to be part of their diamond group, their double diamond, triple, whatever, the presidential group. So this chat, this contest, that contest. You guys even know how many groups that I'm in? It's insane. Melody's group, Mom's group, this group, that group, the group for this challenge, the group for that challenge. All these leaders want to do this group chat. All these leaders want to do this group chat. And then all my distributors, this chat, all these chats, little chats. You know, and it's crazy. It's overwhelming. Your brain can get like fried from just thinking about like all stuff. But then I think about Melody, and I think if I ever said to Melody, hey, I want you to be in this group or be in this chat, or do this challenge, make this group, she would never say, no, sorry, no, I'm already in too many groups. I can't handle yours too. Because I'm only a double. You know, she has freaking, ambassadors under her. You know, like who am I? I'm a double. It does not matter to her. But she would never say that to me. So I think we have to we just have to keep it organized in our minds and that's why I keep my notifications on. Even if it gets out of control, I keep all my notifications on because it literally will remind me to go and check all of that all the time instead of keeping them off. And then I won't look. I will forget. But if I have them on, at least I'm looking and seeing and knowing like, okay, I've got 50 notifications in 10 minutes. I've got to go and look at these things. Because you will be an ambassador one day that has all of these people under you. And what are you going to tell them? No, sorry, not going to be in your group. Not going to help in your group. Not going to post in your group, right? How do you manage that? So I just think that's one way we have to look at it is we are all going to be that way one day. So we've got to try to manage this group, that group, this chat, that. What I mean, not not important, obviously. But your teams, groups or whatever, if we run contests and house or separate groups, yeah. I mean, obviously, we would.
So you want to start with steps. Okay, so you want your first lower customer that first 72 hours. You want to help them get three DTs in that first 30 days. You just got to, okay? They told you that they wanted to do it in 30, 60, 90 days. And one thing that I will very beginning when we start these steps of success, I tell them, I said, Linda, I'm going to be in contact with you just about every day for the next 30 days. Is that okay? Linda, okay, how many did you call your first friend? Do you have any kind of meeting set up for our first part?
It's like helping them get their, it's like I get along with 5 people at once. It's under everybody.
No, I'm on with her, and she's on my. Two whole things that way. So yes, we're placing a few of them, and placing the runners in. That one's not running, and I'm kidding. So I'm gonna place them at run.
Thanks for what I mean.
Yes. I
And in
will.
the beginning, it's like you go trying to place your diamond, you're trying to place your diamond and you don't have, you know what I mean, like you don't have a structure because you place for diamond and it's out.
So
Ruby first, and then
we're just gonna help. We're gonna help this person go through the very first one. We're telling them to do it. Okay.
That is
We're gonna
something.
build that.
Yeah. We're gonna help them to get
Help. We're not doing it for.
One thing that new people don't understand is what disabled truly is as opposed to other happenings. So while we're helping them, you're helping them to understand it is
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
It's
up
not
to you.
limit.
You don't ever wanna not contact them. I mean, we've got one right now that just got signed up, sponsored. She, which, you know, a little bit of communication, and she's from Texas, and now it's like, you know, again, she's in, they're trying to. I want to check that thing. And so that's okay. I mean, you know, we gotta move on. That's not the one that's gonna run. And what we want to do to get this thing,
Right now.
not right now.
Right now.
Exactly. You know, what we want to do is we want to sponsor and help train them. My philosophy is, because guys, since I've been home in these last several months, and I looked through all of our organization and all the people that got sponsored over all these, you know, last few years, there's so many out there that probably not anybody sort of, you know, doing anything wrong or anything, but they just sort of maybe didn't get the training, the knowledge that they needed, and they sort of did just fall off, okay? And so what I feel like is when I sponsor a person, it's 50% of the responsibility is mine to make them successful in their first 30, 60 days, okay? Now, a lot of it's on them. And that's why I just, you guys gotta know up front where they're at. That's the biggest thing right there. When you sponsor that person, where are you at? Are you ready to run? Or you want to take 2 or 3 years?
And once you just want to kind of play around with it.
Well, that's fine. That's great. We'll get you to try some products, and, you know, and we'll get you to try some products, and you can get on the 80-hour shift. And if we can help you, here's a meeting that we're going to be doing next Tuesday night down here at the Holiday Inn. And it just helps.
I think, some wonderful lady told me this. Whenever I first signed up, I felt like I was in the Bermuda Triangle because here I was in East Tennessee and my team was in Middle Tennessee. And so she told me, she said, I don't know when you're having problems and when you have questions.
True.
So you need to be calling me. And it dawned on me as soon as she said that, that is like, well, duh.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I need to be calling people and saying, I don't understand, I don't
Yeah.
know how to do this.
Yeah.
So
Screenshots
now when
on my
I'm
life.
talking to people,
11 people send me
I am
screenshots.
actually looking at them and I'm saying, I don't know when you've got questions. I do not know when you
Yeah.
need encouragement. I do not know these things. That is why the phone works both ways.
Yeah.
And I expect you to be texting me. I expect you to be calling me. I expect you to be blowing my phone up if you are having a hard time.
Well,
If you're not having a good hard time,
I'm
I
with
love hearing from people. When I hear from people, I work with the people who I hear from the most. That's who I work with.
but
Because yes, I have a
Yeah, but
huge team
want
right
them
now,
to know
and I
that-
try to build and work with them. But whoever's in my ear the most, like, hey, what do I do? What do I say? Where are we going? What are we doing? How do I need to? What are we trying to put? You know, this, and I'm working with that person because I have a huge team now, and it's so hard for me to. You're right. I don't know when who's doing what, and I try to reach out and I try to touch base and do whatever. But whoever's in my ear the loudest is who I work with the most.
that's
Well,
after,
and that's just
that's
it.
after, that's after though.
Yeah.
That they've got going.
Right.
This person for 30 days, you need to be contacted, you need training.
Right. That I
Now,
understand.
after
After.
a little bit, and I help building this, we're getting some stuff going, and maybe I've got someone down below that I already broke, you know, we helped go Ruby down below, maybe this person is going to close the emerald. And yes, somewhere, what you do is you work down that until you find the person that keeps calling you back.
Yeah, because I mean, that was the one thing. I did feel like I was out in Bermuda Triangle. But then, once I got going, I think she hears from me at least like every other day or something like that. And Terry hears from me. But, and I've told people, if I haven't contacted you that day, contact me. I don't care. You know, I just want them to know that whenever there are bad days, and there definitely are those days, to be on the phone. Not, I think, what is it, John Eric's saying? If you feel bad, get on Facebook and start encouraging at least 10 people, because after you've done that, you feel better.
Well, the thing, what happens is when we sponsor that brand new person who gets this to go, the first thing, everybody understand that you can break it down in 120 days.
Yes.
Does it happen out there?
It actually happens before
Okay.
that.
Okay, and so can you go triple in presidential in a year?
Yes. Sure.
Okay, can you go master in a year? 18 months?
Yes.
Okay, so it can happen, okay? And so all we want to do is not set Melinda up when I sponsor Melinda for any kind of time frame. Let her tell me, because just because maybe it took me 2 years to go Ruby, I don't know. You know, it might take her, 30 days or 60, because they can do it in 30 days or 60. It takes 5 people to go Ruby. Okay? So all I'm saying with this right here, to make this work, you gotta ask them qualifying questions. Okay? You gotta help them make that post. Okay? And then you gotta be willing to run with Melinda too. Okay? Because I think sometimes that we get someone sponsored, we get them going, and the reason maybe they don't run as fast in that first 30, 60 days is because maybe we're not willing to run that fast. Or maybe we just not know how to run that fast, maybe either. So we limit them when they just get going. Or we just say, well, it's gonna take you, 60 days or, 90 days to go, Ruby or something. And we just sort of let them have that out there, which we just gotta help set them some goals for them and help them say that, you can go Ruby in the first 30 days. Okay, you can go Emerald in 60 to 90 and Diamond on into 120 days. Okay, let's just say it took, 5 months to go Diamond. Is that still okay? Let's just say it took 6 months to go Diamond. So every 6 months you're breaking a diamond in your organization. Now, can that happen?
Yes.
And it can. But we put the limitations on it. Okay, from that person running. And then again, we're not training them, because what happens is Melinda will come back to me, I've got this, I'm gonna do this. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to them questions. When she starts telling me that she's got it, and I can message these people, I say, okay, let me just let her know, what was that? Why was you getting in business? And she's gonna tell me. Then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say, okay, well, you were serious about that, wasn't you? Yeah. I said, okay, how fast did you want to go? And we'll run back through the questions again. Okay, when she starts roadblocking me a little bit with not wanting to message, or maybe not, I'm gonna go back to them questions again and see where she's at. Because maybe she's changed her mind. Now she was 30, 60 days, now she wants to do the 2-year plan. Okay, so then I know again, okay, oh, hey man, that's great. No problem.
But why do you think people do that?
Scares.
They hear the reply, it's a no, so then now they're backing up, they're backtracking, oh, maybe I won't do this in 30 days. Then what do you do?
Answer them questions again, and then when they say you don't want to do it, well, I don't know, I'm having this. I say, what's your biggest holdback right now, Melinda, of really getting this thing going, really rocking? What's the biggest thing that you got in front of you that's holding you back from really doing this?
Nobody wants to do it with me.
Okay, if I can show you how we can turn that around, you want to run it?
Mhm.
Okay, here's
So how do you do that?
what we're going to do. I'm going to get Lauren in there, and I'm going to have to make some posts. And I'm just saying that because we want some good posts going out there. And what I want you to do is I want you to start contacting me every single day. And right before you're contacting someone, the next 2 or 3, call us and we're going to help you write that post. And then when someone messages back and says, well, yeah, what is about this rap? Don't message them, message us first.
Or get on a 3-way call.
Or 3-way call. They can screenshot or something so you can't, they don't. Screenshot, to say.
Screenshots are my best friend.
Let me look at this for you.
I
I'm
love
going to
it.
help you through this. We can get through this for you. We can help you.
I'm like, let me help you message some people. Let me help you get people in. Because a lot of times, first of all, they probably haven't messaged anybody.
Or then let's take your phone to people.
I will just take your phone and start messaging
Yeah,
people.
she will.
Because not because they don't want to or whatever, because they're scared. They don't know. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to get started. It's hard. It's confusing. So I'll just say, well, send me some screenshots. And it's not to micromanage them, but it's to help them because in the beginning, they don't know. They truly just don't know. And if I can help them, with what they're saying, 9 times out of 10, if they're not getting a lot of responses or they're not getting people in, it's what they're saying. They're not saying the right thing. They're coming at it all wrong. And I can come in and correct a few little things and say some different things because what you say in the beginning is so crucial. And I can correct a few little things, and the next thing you know, they've got people coming in. I mean, it's not like me. It's just the way that they're saying it and connecting with them a little bit differently rather than.
She told me from the very beginning when I first come home that first 30 days, I started going back through some of our old people that had been in. Some were still active, some were canceled. And I'm old, and so I'm calling them. And Lauren says to Dad, no one responded to me. I mean, just about every call I made, no response.
Nope.
She told me, Dad, you can't do that. You got to text these people. Text them or go on Facebook and find them and write messages.
And then
I did
what?
that, and then we started getting some results from it.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, 90% of the people can sit there and text message and be doing other tasks where if it's a phone call, I even said, nope, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they don't know who it is or don't know what
I
you
get
want.
so frustrated that I specifically use Messenger because I'm like, I can see that you saw that.
Yeah.
I can see it right there. You
Yeah,
saw
I know, I
it.
think that
So,
too.
don't ignore me.
I
But
know,
I will
Well,
say
and that's
this,
whatever, I'll
Yeah.
send it again.
yeah,
yeah, but I will say this sometimes on Messenger that, people don't see those. I don't know why or how.
If you're not a friend of theirs, it
They
will
won't see
not
it.
pop up on their feed that they've got a message,
Yeah.
because it doesn't remind.
well, if it says
seen.
seen, you know it's been seen.
Yeah,
But one thing fun to do that Susan Wade does is she voice messages them on Facebook. And you can even do it now on your texts. And it's so much better, that they just hear you, they hear your excitement, they hear you're a real person, you know, this, that, whatever. And if there's one thing that I have going for me, it's that I'm excited no matter what. It doesn't even matter. If you're like, hey, I'm quitting, I'm like, oh my God. No, you're not. I'm so excited. They're like, what, really? I mean, I literally did that to Katie Golden, and y'all can ask her. I literally pretended like I had no idea that she was wanting to quit. I called her up and I was like, oh my gosh, girl, did you hear about the BOGO sale? I'm so excited. Like, are you just like freaking out? Like, what's going on? And she was like, oh, actually, I think I'm gonna quit. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you're doing so great. Girl, you're about to just rock this thing. She was like, really? I was? I was like, yeah, girl. Oh my God. Just keep going, you're doing awesome. And she was like, what? I mean, I guess,
And
okay.
most people are doing awesome, but they think they're not.
That's why we make a big deal about everything. Getting your 120 in free product is a big deal. Becoming Fast Start qualified is a big deal because going Ruby, going executive, whatever, because some people never even get to that point. Some people get in, they sit for a year and do nothing. So to get there, yeah. And okay, they're doing that way. But here's the thing, it took It Works Global 7 years to have their first triple diamond. 7 years to have their first triple diamond in their company. I mean, what if they would have quit? What if they would have, actually they were about to quit. They were about to quit because their company it was just like they didn't know how much more they could float, you know, the money into it. And then Melody comes along and a couple people and just run with it. Melody became the first triple diamond, 7 years. 7. And then the next year or two, she went, you know, first presidential, and then ambassador. So, I mean, you know, maybe we are stuck, but what other job can you be stuck in and still make as much money as we could possibly be making? Or, you know, I mean, if I had to sit at Double for 5 years and then promote, then that's fine. You know, because you'll still be making way more income than you would anywhere else that you went. And first of all, most people are stuck at a job, for 40 years. Or however long they have to work, longer now.
So what you want to do is you want to ask them qualifying questions. You want to see where that new DT's at, and then run with them. If they want to run with them. Like I said, stay with them. Do the steps to success. Get them to Ruby that first month. If I sign you up tonight, in 30 days from now, you went Ruby, are you not going to be excited?
I'm really excited already.
Okay. And then a month or two later, now you're Emerald. 120 days, you're Diamond. Are you excited?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so you got to keep them. Now, are your people going to be excited?
Absolutely.
So your team is going to grow that fast. Okay? So that's what you got to do. You got to start the excitement where?
With yourself.
With you. And you know what? And this is what I was telling, I'm going to tell everybody tonight. I really didn't tell it up there in the cabin really, but you know what? Tonight, you just got sponsored. Now go out there and get your 4 loyal customers, get you 3 new DTs, and start the whole program. You tonight. Okay? Start like you're a brand new distributor tonight. Call some people over. Go ahead. Even this time of year, heck, tell them, I don't know, have a holiday party at the house and have everybody over, and we're going to be, sharing some of our wraps and stuff, and just get some people, hey, just come on over. I've got, steaks cooked for you. I don't care. Get them over there and have a launch party. Have a launch party for yourself.
Stop.
Yeah, you can. So have a launch party for yourself.